Today we got two immensely powerful heroes going head to head. World Breaker Hulk versus Kingdom Come Superman. Who's coming out on top? Let's find out. After being part of a massive dose of gamma radiation while saving a young man's life, they're testing an experimental bomb. Dr. Robert Bruce Banner is transformed into the Incredible Hulk, a green behemoth who is the living personification of rage and pure physical strength. But today we're not just going to be using any older version of the Hulk, but World Breaker Hulk, who's repeatedly been called one of the strongest iterations of the Hulk we've ever seen. Just to make things even more interesting, let's also include feats from World War Hulk, as World Breaker Hulk is just World War Hulk who is no longer holding back. Well, they're basically the same character. So when World War Hulk came to Earth, Dr. Strange said that Hulk had never been stronger before. He said it twice. His Chow even said Hulk was holding back the entire event, and he really could have killed all of them if he wanted to. Hulk was strong enough to beat the Iron Man World War Hulkbuster, take down She-Hulk with just one punch, quickly take down Juggernaut, laid a massive beatdown on Hercules, and even beat Sentry in hand-to-hand combat. Hulk was also able to take down Kitty Pryde and Ghost Rider for Thunderclap, and even alter the moon's gravity with shockwaves. Hulk's durable enough to take attacks on pretty much every super being of Earth, including Hercules, Sentry, and Juggernaut. Also survived attacks hard enough to send chunks of the moon the size of Rhode Island flying into space, so the nukes would only make him more powerful. He also wasn't even bothered by the Human Torch's Nova Blast, Cyclops Blast, and Ghost Rider's Fire. He instantly healed himself from having his eyes slashed out, rocks phased into his arms, being pierced with adamantium shrapnel, having a hole punched through his lungs by Sentry, hole punched through his chest by Dr. Strange, and even took a death touch designed to overload his healing factor. All these attacks he healed through pretty much instantly. This version of the Hulk is also surprisingly fast, as he can move and attack in a blur, create super impacts of his landings, and blitz Iron Man. But see, the thing is, Hulk was actually holding back the entire time through the World War Hulk story. And when Hulk no longer decides to hold back, we transform into World Breaker Hulk. And World Breaker Hulk, strong over simple steps, generate enough force and power to nearly destroy the entire East Coast. He sent Fin Fang Foom flying through a mystical barrier with Thunderclap. This version of the Hulk is actually able to literally destroy planets just the shockwaves from the force of his blows. So, that's what we got one corner. One of the strongest Hulks we've ever seen. World Breaker Hulk. But, entering the ring, the other corner was one of the strongest Superman we've ever seen. Kingdom Come Superman. Rocketed to Earth as an infant from the doomed planet Krypton, Kal-El was adopted by the loving Kent family, raised in America's heartland as Clark Kent. Using his immense solar-fueled powers, he became Superman to defend mankind against all manner of threats, while championing truth, justice, and the American way. This version of Superman is from the Kingdom Come universe, Earth 22. Kingdom Come Superman is strong to fuse coal into diamond. He's easily beat Americommando and destroyed his armor, and probably most impressively, is actually stronger than the main universe Superman, knocking out that version of Clark with just one punch. He's knocked out Superboy with a punch that was strong to move planets. He sent Hercules flying backwards, and not even the whole Justice Society could hold Superman down. He's durable enough to effortlessly take blasts from Magog and Gog, even though that same blast is actually transforming Jay Garrick into pure Speed Force. He's unfazed by Superboy. He needs to take his punch from Hercules, even though Herc had just sent the normal Superman flying backwards with one hit. Probably most impressively, Kingdom Come Superman is fast enough to measure time in nanoseconds. It's actually able to fly ahead of the normal Superman. He also can't be tracked by Jay Garrick, and Jay even said that he might be as fast as Wally West. He's capable of seeing all over the Earth at once, can hear the clouds scrape together. He's highly resistant to kryptonite. His telescopic vision can be used to see through the time barrier, and according to the Spectre, his wrath would cower Satan himself. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Superman vs. Hulk is arguably the greatest comic fight of all time. Greater than Superman vs. Thor, even greater than Batman vs. Captain America. But today, well, we don't just have the normal version of Superman and the Hulk going head to head, but World Breaker Hulk taking on Kingdom Come Superman. So, who's coming out on top here? Well, let's break it down. So first off, let's just clarify. Who exactly is World Breaker Hulk? Well, World Breaker Hulk is essentially a Hulk who's so angry that he literally can't control himself anymore, just lets loose. World War Hulk transformed into World Breaker Hulk, we learn the dark truth of his wife's death. And World Breaker is vastly stronger than World War. I mean, during the World War arc, when Hulk defeated the Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, and Sentry, he was holding back the entire time. World Breaker Hulk is no longer holding back. He's proud to shake the entire continent by just walking. And it was said that he nearly broke off the west coast in the Pacific Ocean. Just a few more steps would have destroyed the east coast. He's able to unleash thunderclaps that sent Fen Fang Foom flying backwards through a wall, capable of holding back the mindless ones. And even just his aura that he generates, the very force of Hulk existing, is enough to destroy a continent. Most impressively, though, when World Breaker Hulk and World Breaker Red She-Hulk clashed, their attacks were generating enough force to destroy the planet they were on, just the shockwaves from their punches. It damaged nearby moons and instantly vaporized powerful beings like Wendigo and the Bi-Beast. So with that being said, which one of these two guys is stronger? Well, when it comes to Superman, he's actually undeniably stronger than the normal Superman from DC's main universe, as both of them have admitted this in the past. This version of Clark has just been exposed to the sun and the yellow solar radiation for decades longer. So that alone should convince you that Kingdom Come is stronger. But if you're still on the fence, we'll take a look at this. Kingdom Come has gone to knock out the normal Superman just one punch. One punch! He's knocked out Superboy with a punch that was said to be strong enough to move planets. And the whole society can't even hold him down, including people like Power Girl, another Kryptonian, Jay Garrick, and even the mighty Alan Scott. He's also fought against Hercules, who would just put down the normal Kal-El with one or two hits, and easily came out on top and beat the Prince of Power. And then there was his fight against Kingdom Come Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel actually gets stronger as he gets older, and Kingdom Come Captain Marvel is decades ahead of normal time, so he should be significantly stronger than normal Billy. Yet Kingdom Come Superman is able to beat him and win. On the other hand, World Breaker Hulk claims to be the strongest one there is, and he kind of does back this up. Besides the fact that we can still call upon everything that Hulk did in his previous forms, like supporting the weight of a star or holding back Exeter the Celestial, Hulk is famous for fighting against World Breaker Red She-Hulk. Just from colliding with one another, they generate enough force to destroy the planet they were on, vaporize Wendigo, Bi-Beast, and others, as well as damage a moon with the mere shockwave of their collisions. He sent Fen Fang Foom flying backwards with a thunderclap, basically turning him into a massive projectile, shattering a barrier that was strong to hold back an army of mindless ones. He's shaken the whole continent just by walking, nearly broke the west coast off into the Pacific Ocean. With two more steps, would destroy the east coast as well. Hell, just by existing, Hulk is able to generate enough energy to send heroes flying backwards, destroy cities. It's actually threatening to destroy the entire continent. Hulk also said that he was holding back the entire time because of the fact that he was around citizens. But now, he doesn't have to. The heroes of Earth don't even try to stop him because they know they can't. He's just too freaking powerful. So yeah, I'd say this version of Hulk is stronger here, truly being the strongest one there is. The normal version of Superman is busting small planets at best with several punches. So even if Kingdom Come is stronger, there's nothing to suggest that either one is strong enough to destroy large planets and moons from the shockwaves of their punches. Hulk stronger. However, Superman doesn't have to beat Hulk strike for strike simply for the fact that he's faster, going to be landing so many more punches on the big green guy. Hulk has never shown any speed feats to put him anywhere close to Clark's level, and Kingdom Come is actually even faster. Maybe not by much, but he's going to be leagues and leagues above Hulk. And in fact, Jay Garrick can't even track Superman, and believes that he's just as fast as Wally West. On top of that, this version of Superman has absolutely no problems using his speed in a fight and blitzing opponents. So expect the same thing to happen here. However, Hulk does have two great counters to Superman's speed: his thunderclaps. Then there's simply his aura. Roadbreaker Hulk is constantly radiating immense amounts of gamma energy, and even enough to send heroes flying backwards, destroy cities, even threaten to destroy the entire continent. So, Hulk's stronger, Superman's faster, but Hulk could potentially have a great counter for that speed, the speed blitzes with his energy output. So I guess this fight really comes down to the durability. Roadbreaker Hulk is incredibly durable, taking punches on Roadbreaker Red She-Hulk that result in the destruction of the planet and even nearby moons. And he even took Scar's infamous 100 trillion ton punch, brushed it off like it was nothing, instantly attacking Scar after he landed a few states over. Hulk also has an impressive regenerative ability, being able to take massive sword slashes on Roadbreaker Red She-Hulk, brushing off being pierced with the old forged blade by Scar, and as World War Hulk, he kept on fighting even after repeatedly being stabbed in the head, having his eyes sliced out, being punched through the lungs by Sentry, or even being punched all the way through his body by Doctor Strange. On the other hand, Kingdom Come Superman was unfazed by attacks on Superboy. They even flinched when Hercules punched him square on the jaw. And this was right after Hercules had taken down the normal Superman with one or two punches. He easily stood up to attacks and blasts from Magog. He also easily stood up to blasts from Gog, who is essentially a god. Kingdom Come is also so durable that he's now able to withstand kryptonite with no problems. So he's not even weak to his weaknesses anymore. Superman will also be able to stand up to Hulk's attacks here, so that he's tougher than the normal Superman. The normal Superman has taken planetary destruction multiple times. While weakened in a pocket universe, not a yellow sun, Superman was sent to a planet of enough force that the shockwave went out and dwarfed the planet in comparison. He set his mind to talk to Bizarro, and so Clark ended up punching his own body to the earth, yet came out the other side just fine. Also met with the Claw of Horus, which draws upon the magnetic field of the Earth, essentially getting hit with the planet itself. And he also survived the collision between New Genesis and Apocalypse. Superman is insanely durable, Kingdom Come Superman even more so. So, end of the day, who's coming out on top here? Well, man, this is just so tough. Roadbreaker Hulk can seemingly fight for an eternity. He said they could crush Scar's head like an egg. People like Thor, who's had some great fights with Hulk in the past, had absolutely no chance at stopping him. But Kingdom Come Superman able to take a punch that just knocked the normal Superman out of him flinching. Then want to beat Hercules with just one punch of his own. So yeah, it's tough, because both of them are just so insanely powerful. However, I think Kingdom Come Superman is coming out on top here. Because like we said earlier, even though he's not stronger than Hulk, he doesn't need to be. He can beat him just by landing a whole lot more strikes than the Green Goliath. And while Hulk has his aura and his thunderclaps to combat that speed, Kingdom Come Superman is so durable, those methods won't really be an issue here. I mean, the normal Superman should be durable enough to take those kinds of attacks. And like we said, Kingdom Come took attacks out of flinching that had previously knocked the normal Clark out. Then I don't want to undersell Hulk's own durability or his healing factor. This fight will go on for days and days. But Superman's speed, durability, incredible strength of his own should be enough to grant him victory here. Probably something like 5.5 times out of 10. Hulk will definitely take his fair share, but have to give the slight edge to Superman. Kingdom Come Superman wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to like button, subscribe button, turn notifications with the Fanco Army, and I will see you all next time.